dude. You know what else just isn't hitting anymore for a lot of Xbox users, dude?
Oh, I'm actually really excited to talk about this one. I'm thankful you gave this one to me. Appreciate it. At the
Look,
end of the article, too,
you
man.
are the expert in controllers. Not only controllers, but potential cheating hardware that people could be using. So I hand it to you.
I'm the expert out of the two of us. I am not the expert as a whole. Okay, let's establish that now. But what we're basically talking about, and we've covered several times on this pod, is cheating hardware devices. Cronus Zen, the Zim. There's a bunch of other hardware spoof devices where there are people manipulating and cheating in the games, basically. So this article, Tom Warren, who we cover pretty much every single week at The Verge, he covers everything. He's the main senior editor covering Microsoft PC gaming console and tech. He's that guy. Been there forever, over 10 years, So the title of the article is Microsoft starts blocking, in quotes, unauthorized Xbox controllers and accessories. The third-party Xbox controller ban might affect unofficial adapters and cheat devices like Cronus Zen. What's sad is that the Cronus Zen was not originally a cheating device.
I'd believe it.
They had good intentions, and then it got exposed as a way to cheat.
Oh man,
So let's not slander them. I'm not saying buy it, because if you buy it, I'm going to call you kind of a rat. But whatever. Anyways, let's get into it. So Microsoft is starting to block unauthorized Xbox controllers and accessories from being used on Xbox consoles. Recetera posters spotted a warning about the block last week, with some third-party Xbox controllers now throwing up a connected accessory is not authorized warning when connected to the Xbox console. It's unclear if Microsoft is trying to target cheat devices or whether the Xbox maker is trying to push its official partner program. I think it's both.
Yeah,
I really do.
Fair.
I think Microsoft is motivated to keep the partner program more valuable and banning third-party devices that can no longer connect to the Xbox console so they can sell more money and then they can charge more to be a part of the partner program. But I feel like they're being pushed by the developers under their studios to make it difficult to have cheating devices.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win situation.
I think it is too. And like not only that, like you don't want to have to. The thing is, like you wanna know, and like developers want to know what they're making games on and for, and what people are using to play their games. So
Yes.
I mean, I think it also kind of helps lure down the what we're allowed to what you're allowed to use on their games, kind of thing. So I think it's good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's win-win. And also one more thing, one correction. I think it's Reset Era. I think is the name of that blog. So just kind of future reference. It's like one word, which is weird. You said Recetera, I think. I think it's Reset Era. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, that's my one correction.
You're right. Yeah, you're correct. I clicked on the website. Reset is in one color, Era is in the other.
Yeah, Reset
so
Era.
Reset Era. Thank you for correcting me.
Welcome.
All right, let's continue on. I'm not going to read hexadecimal for you. That's about to show up in a little bit. All right. I'm just going to say hex code. An error has now started appearing for some third-party Xbox controllers, alongside a warning that notes the accessory will be blocked from further use after 2 weeks. From the moment you connect an unauthorized accessory and receive error code, hexadecimal code, you'll have 2 weeks to use the accessory, after which time it will then be blocked from use with the console, says Microsoft in a support note. At that time, you'll receive an error code, and we encourage you to contact the store or manufacturer where you obtain the accessory to get help for returning it. So it basically nukes that device. I like that.
It literally does. I love how it's like a timetable. Like it's like, all right, you got 2 weeks. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 weeks. Figure it out. Get your max rank. Cheat all you want. Go buy another device. Clowns. All right, so third-party Xbox controllers that are part of the Designed for Xbox label, which is the hardware partner program, are unaffected. But any that haven't been officially authorized by Microsoft run the risk of generating this error and being blocked for use. This is also a might, by the way. No confirmed yet.
Might.
This might also block third-party cheat devices like Zim, Cronus Zen, and ReaSnow S1 from working on an Xbox console. I'm going to do my quick breakdown for people that don't know what the heck that is. A Zim, a Cronus Zen, and a ReaSnow S1 are devices that were originally used. They're hardware devices. So you plug it into your console, and then you have USB outputs. And the idea is that you can plug in, let's say it's for your Xbox. You can use these on all consoles. You could use it but for this example, you plug it into your Xbox Series X, but you're used to a PlayStation 5 controller. You'd hardwire the PlayStation 5 to a Cronus Zen and the Cronus Zen to the Xbox, and it would spoof the inputs to make it seem as though it's an Xbox controller. And that is what it was intentionally used for. The problem is that the hardware is programmable and it's undetectable by cheat software. So people started creating scripts, and basically the manufacturers of these devices realized that's a huge market that they didn't know they were serving. Maybe ReaSnow S1 realized that when they were making it, and that's what they intended, but Zim and Cronus, not so much. And they basically went that route, and now you can download aim hacks, soft aim assist, no recoil, crap like that.
Upload it. You're good.
Dude, you see it every single time you play COD, every time you play Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny 2. Shit, man, it's in pretty much every game. It's terrible.
Literally. Dude, I don't. The one I recognize the most is Zim, because like I feel like that's been around for over a decade at this point. Like that little device.
It's been around for quite a while.
Like, yeah, it's transformed a lot, I think. So that's the one because like, oh, you want to use keyboard and mouse on console? Boom, Zim. Like that's what I remember. Like people would use it for. So. Yeah.
By the way, that is cheating. That's a massive advantage in a lot of games.
Yeah, I would not recommend it if you want to play fair, but you know, just me.
But even then, you have the polling rate on the mouse and keyboard that doesn't match what you should have on PC, so you have to get used to that input delay and lag, and it feels terrible. So it's like, whatever. You're more accurate, but it's more delayed. It's a weird balancing act. Let's continue on with the article. So these adapters are commonly used on PC to spoof controller inputs. So mouse and keyboard users can get the benefits of aim assist and reduce recoil from controller mix with the benefits of movement from mouse and keyboard. Activision, Bungie, and Ubisoft have all been trying to block these hardware spoofing devices with restrictions and bans in Call of Duty, Destiny 2, and Rainbow Six Siege. So Cronus devices have been growing in popularity on console, and Microsoft's block will likely affect some of these unauthorized adapters. Brook Gaming with manufacturers Brook Gaming, which manufactures an adapter that supports PlayStation controllers on Xbox, says its device is affected by Microsoft's block. In a post on Twitter or X, Brook Gaming warns of functional disruptions in the near future for a variety of its products, including fighting board, controller adapter, and steering wheel adapter. It's a casualty in the war against hackers, basically.
Sure is.
Against rats. Sorry.
You know what, dude?
But change your business model.
You can't beat them, join them, baby. Contact Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's what you should do.
Man.
Proprietary stuff, though. Okay, so we only have two and a half more paragraphs here. So Microsoft block could adversely affect the fighting game community, though. This is essentially a death sentence for local fighting game events that run on Xbox, much less others that can only afford one arcade stick. I didn't even think about that, but it's true.
Yeah.
So, Maximilian Dude, the biggest fighting game channel on YouTube. The Brook Gaming converters are not cheating devices. They're a huge boon to the fighting game community. Please reconsider.
Please reconsider changing your business model, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
I feel like that's a need that Xbox or any other third-party official manufacturer should address.
Oh yeah,
that's how I am. Most third-party Xbox controllers are wired, as Microsoft hasn't typically licensed Xbox wireless protocol to other vendors. PowerA launched the first official licensed third-party wireless controller for Xbox consoles earlier this year, and Microsoft Central speculates Microsoft's latest ban could be related to the company working to expand approval for third-party wireless Xbox controllers. That's a good point. It really is.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest with you. Have you had a Power A controller?
I think I have used one before. Yeah.
They're worth what you pay for, in my
Oh yeah.
opinion.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that like. I mean, I thought about it. Like, yeah, there hasn't been many like wireless Xbox controllers that aren't official. Xbox.
No, there hasn't. The only because we got into the Hall Effect joysticks for a while there, and I was looking at the controllers that would possibly work wirelessly, and the only one I can think of is the 8-bit Do, but you have to do 8-bit Do, sorry. I always say Do, but 8-bit Do, they have a small USB dongle, so you have to physically
See.
place it into the console. But most of their other stuff to be officially rated, it has to be has to have that stamp.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Yeah, it's something I didn't realize, but yeah, that makes sense. It's why we don't see much wireless Xbox controllers out there. That it's like it's not like Bluetooth, right? Like Sony, I'm pretty sure it's Bluetooth. So it's like
yeah,
but for this, yeah, it's
you could
which
say
there's still Bluetooth
scuff.
connectivity controllers, but I mean, it's besides the point.
You could say Scuff or Battle Beaver wireless controllers. That would make sense. But
Yeah.
those are basically original
I
Xbox
was gonna say,
controllers that
isn't
are
it
just
like
hard modded?
yeah, it's like
hard modded.
yeah, it's an Xbox controller PCB. I'm pretty sure it's just they
Yeah.
mod it.
Correct. See, the problem is I like what Microsoft's trying to do here. Maybe they're using the excuse of trying to get rid of these cheating hardware devices. I think there are going to be ways to get around that.
Oh yeah,
But
I'm sure.
this can't be solely an anti-cheat measure. I think the anti-cheat measure is going to have to be provided by the developers putting in an anti-cheat software that oversees like the AI stuff that we followed, where they can create a profile of who you are to basically confirm that you're human and you're using no technology to help you aim
Yeah.
or any other type of decision making. It's like physically impossible for you to do unless you're like the 0.001% athlete who has that type of reaction time,
Yeah, I
and
mean, yeah.
accuracy. Like at that point, you should just be in the Guinness World Records book, Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's basically where I'm at. I think this is a good thing. I think these devices had good intentions. You can argue that they had good intentions to begin with, but now, dude, it's gone too far.
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
You know?
reports coming out that like 40% of people that play first-person shooters are cheating.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
It should be zero,
they're-
These rats, man.
yeah.
Saying?
Dude, you know what's crazy? That number's so high that there is almost guaranteed somebody that watches this little segment, because we're going to make a segment now, or listens to our podcast episode, is cheating in a shooter. And I got to tell you,
How
you're a
dare
rat.
you? You're a rat, dude.
You're a rat.
Real rat behavior, you understand me?
As usual.
Crazy. Wild out here. Yeah, dude. I certainly think like, stopping cheaters is certainly kind of the positive out of this. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's definitely like money implications as well, obviously. Like
Yeah, I think so.
they're gonna probably surely make more money off of, companies trying to get licensing and distribution and stuff like that. So it's that's in it as well. But I mean, if we stop some hackers too, hey. Us here at the M2 podcast are all for, killing the rats. So here we are.
It's a fact, though. Yeah, there's not much really to say when it comes to these articles. I think I gave my 2 cents on this last one.
I think I did too. Yeah, there's not really much for
Yeah.
articles. I mean, that's pretty much it for articles, Mike.
Yeah, but you know what's not it?